Alright, here we have the transmission crossmember. What we did was, you can take a couple measurements. You can come off this cab mount up, or off this landing bracket, about 7 1/4. And the idea is we're gonna square this up the best we can. On this frame, it's a newer frame, so what we did, we ended up just cutting this a little bit out just because it just collects rust. There's really no point in it, and then you could access back here easier. On these newer frames, we gotta be careful because they have this extra piece here, so it does get tight right there. Another thing to note is your distance in between your frame rails. So you're gonna wanna come off to the center of your transmission crossmember about 17 to 17 1/4, because this span is about 34 1/2. So that should be a good ballpark to keep that centered. And then you want to keep your C channels as centered or as level as possible so they're not tipping down. On this side, we used one of the 1/4 inch shims or 3/16 inch shims that I supply, and then we ended up using an 1/8 inch shim. So you may, on these particular newer frames, have to shim that side that much. And this one here, we used 2 of the 3/16 shims. So when you use the 4L60E or even like a 700, we came off the back here on a 4L60. It was like 24 1/2. So we came off the back of the engine, so to where that's landing right about here, so you could actually move forward and back. We're also maxed all the way. Yeah, see, we're maxed all the way forward in our engine mounts. We could actually slide that back. So what that's going to do is going to give us enough room. We could actually slide this back in this particular setup. So yeah, what I would do is start with the engine back farther. Yeah, so that's going to buy us another about 1 inch. So this measurement, you can go off this crease about 6 1/2 or even 6 to the front here would be good. Basically, you're going to be in the dip no matter what on a 4L60. 4L80, you're going to come back, you're not even going to be on the dip. So the idea is to keep the transmission centered and then keep it from dipping down. And then you're going to have to jack it up to get to the bottom ones to drill and tap those. So right now we just have the top 2. And then also you're going to have to, before you start putting these on, just put the transmission all together like this. Get it in there, square it up. You know, make sure it's, you know, squared up, and then mark, drill and tap, and that's about it. So right now, if we had a 4L60, it'd probably land in this area, but we could actually push that engine back so we have enough room to just leave this and push this back.